By now, you should have been updating several other pages on your new website, such as the home page, the menu, and your about page. One of the other pages that is an optional page, depending on the type of restaurant you have, is the catering page. Not every restaurant offers catering, so if you don't have a catering service that you offer, you can just go ahead and skip this page, as this page won't be on your new site. But if you do have a catering service, you should definitely have a page devoted to it. So this is the catering placeholder page. It's got the name, it's got a picture of a catered event, some placeholder text, as well as catering menu. Like before, you click on the WP Catapult page builder, and we're going to adjust the page. The page builder comes up, and after everything finishes loading, you'll notice, like before, you can hover over the individual sections. So let's start at the top and work our way down. First, the placeholder image. Some examples of good images would be like the placeholder image, where, for example, this is obviously for a wedding or a more formal event, where it shows the tables already pre-made with some kind of an appetizer or a salad. If you cater banquets and stuff, a picture of the banquet table all set up, maybe with your Nescos and your food, or maybe some pictures of your individual items, all work as very effective catering images. Remember, picture is worth 1,000 words, and that has never been more true than it is today with the internet. So you want to make sure you have a good picture. Now, don't stress out if you don't have a good image to start with. You can always come back and change out the image or add in a new one later. So we're going to look at swapping out the image. We're going to hover over the image and left click, and it's going to pull up this information. It's going to say photo. Let's go ahead and replace it. Now, we can pick an existing image from our media library, or we can upload a file from our computer. In this example, we're going to choose an image from our media library. Okay, and looking through all the images we have, let's see if we can find one that might work. How about a picture of, let's add this lobster. That's something fancy and high scale. We're going to use this as the main lobster dinner as our primary picture. Okay, we've selected it. It's got the blue checkbox in the corner, and we click the select photo button in the lower right hand corner. You see it loads, and you can see what it looks like on the page itself. Now, don't forget, you can adjust the image size, and you can also crop your image to several different dimensions. Landscape, where it is more wide. Panorama, where it's wide but not very tall. Portrait, where it's taller than it is wide. Square is obvious, and circle, where it makes it a circle. In this example, we're going to leave it as is and click the blue save button. Immediately following the image, there is some placeholder text. Go ahead and click on that. This is where you would highlight everything and delete it out and type in some information about your catering service. Now, again, like before, don't stress out about this to launch your site. This can always be added to in the future or edited in the future. The main information that needs to be on this page is a short description about what type of catering services you offer. Do you cater weddings? Do you cater banquets? Do you cater meetings? Do you specialize in a full several course meal, or maybe just appetizers? Just an example, national software chain Subway, they cater, but it's just subs. So they would be great for like a meeting or a sport event or a party, but not so good for a wedding. So you want to specify those things here. Once you've added all of your information, and remember, there's these built-in formatting buttons. You can format your text to make it look really nice. When you are done, go ahead and click the blue save. However, I'm going to click cancel so the placeholder text comes back. Now, after that is a section for a catering menu. This is formatted and adjusted just like the other video we had where we talked about updating your menu section. So I'm not going to go into this here. However, in some cases, you maybe don't want to have some of these options like per plate or how put your prices online. Maybe you just want to showcase the type of services that you offer, and some examples of the food that you have done. In that type of a scenario, just click the blue X to get rid of the menu and ask if you really want to delete it. Click OK. Once you've removed the menu section from your catering page, you can go up and click on Add Content, go under Advanced Modules, and grab the gallery option and drag it underneath your text. This is going to allow us to add a photo gallery of all the different types of food that we've catered so people can see an example. Okay, the layout can either be a collage or thumbs. When they need thumbs, computer speak, those are thumbnails. Those are small square images. It can work pretty well, but by and large, I highly recommend the collage. It gives the page's photo gallery a much more visually pleasing layout. And you'll see in a moment what I mean. The source, leave it as the media library. If you do have a SmugMug account, you can link to that. But for most people, the media gallery is going to be fine. We'll skip over the photos because we'll create the gallery in a second. The photo size medium, that's a good option. Just leave it as is. You can choose different options if you want. Photo spacing is 20 pixels. This is the amount of space around each individual photo. Show captions, recommend leaving that to never, and then click action. This is what happens when somebody clicks on the individual image, and we want this set to lightbox so the image opens up over the top of the page in its full size. When you're ready to add photos, click Create Gallery, and again you can upload pictures for your gallery directly from your computer, or you can click on Media Library and choose existing ones. For this example, we're just going to choose existing images. So we're going to pick this picture of vegetarian chili and a stuffed green pepper, fancy espressos, of this French chocolate crepe, some steak, some chicken, some ribs, our lobster from before. Let's pick a visually pleasing salad, and some jalapeno poppers. Now if you notice, each one of these has an X over it, or a checkbox in the upper right hand corner. Go ahead to indicate that it has been added to the gallery. When you are done, click Add to Gallery. When you go into the Edit Gallery, you can easily sort your images by grabbing them with your mouse and dragging them back and forth. You can also choose to show captions for individual items. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to label this as a chef's salad. This is a sirloin steak. Salmon. Okay. Now, whether you choose to caption your photos is completely up to you. Some people like to, some people don't. Once you are done setting your order, and if you've chosen to add captions for your images, add the captions to the images you want to add them to, and click the blue Update Gallery button. And you'll see it loads in a second, and you'll see they appear down here. Now, if I want to show captions, select this drop down and you can choose where they show. If I hit below photo, let it load for a second, you'll see it shows the name underneath the individual images where we set it on. If I choose never, those obviously go away. If I choose on hover, I will need to hit the blue save and click done when I am done. So I'm going to click the blue done and click publish changes. Now if we scroll down, if I hover over these, you'll see the name of the item appears over the ones we set it on. This is a good compromise for people who want to have the labels but don't want them to appear underneath the individual images. Now, one thing I'd like to point out, if you notice, the picture of both coffees is smaller than the rest. That is because this is the full size of that image. There really is, because the image is so small, there's no medium size for it. One thing websites and computers can do really well is make large images smaller. They cannot make small images bigger. You may see people do that on TV and in the movies. Trust me when I say that is strictly special effects in Hollywood. The technology is not there yet. It's coming. We will have that technology hopefully within the next 10 years. But for now, if your images are too small, you need to take them in a higher screen resolution so they show up correctly on your website. So because these two images are small, I'm going to go back into the page builder and choose my catering page. And I'm going to remove both of those images from my gallery. So go back in and we're going to click Add a Gallery. Now you notice there's also an option here to add photos. If I just want to add photos, click this and follow the on-screen prompts. Hit the blue Save when done. We're going to go ahead and edit my gallery. And I'm going to get rid of this coffee image and this coffee image. And now I'm going to add captions to the rest. And now you can see I'm done adding in captions for all the images in my photo gallery. I'm going to click Update Gallery and click Save. And now you'll notice the coffee images that I removed are no longer there. I'm going to click the blue Done and Publish Changes. And you will now notice every single image when I hover over it. It gives me the caption so I know what I'm looking at. And because we set things to open in Lightbox, when I click on it, the image is opened up in its full size and you can see the caption here at the bottom. Now if you hover over each image, you will see the caption for each image. And when you click on it, it'll open up in its larger size and you will see the caption or label that you gave that image appear so everybody knows what you can do. And that's all there is to updating your catering page. If you do have any questions or concerns, please contact us at support@thebbsagency.com. Thank you.